Hi, so today we're going to talk about disease ecology. First, some terminology. So, disease ecology is basically the interactions between the pathogen, the host, and their environment. Parasite is a specific type of a pathogen that uses the resources of its host. A pathogen is a term that we will use very often. It's basically any disease causing particle, and disease is a pathogenic state of the host. It's important to note that pathogens are what are transmitted among individuals, it's not the disease itself. And it's important to differentiate between modes of transmission and the route of infection. So the modes of transmission are among individuals. For example, there are vertical and horizontal. Vertical is like from the parent to the offspring, while horizontal are among different species that are in contact. And the route of infection is basically how the pathogen enters our body. There are three types of diseases. The first one is the direct one, which is like the pathogen to the host. The second one is basically it's transmitted with no intermediates, and the third one, the most complex one, is where there's like another reservoir, basically like in the case of malaria, it comes through mosquitoes. And now talking about the coronavirus, it's important to note that it's a single positive sense RNA, and there are only 7 forms of this virus that can infect humans, and we're dealing with the SARS-CoV-2 in this case. This is a basic overview of the structure of the coronavirus. As you can see, the spikes around the membrane are important for its entry to the host cell, and how it infects basically through the spikes that you saw. It gets in our cells, and it uses the cell's machinery to replicate its own RNA, and this will ignite a cytokine storm. It's basically an overproduction of immune cells to fight back, and it's more common in adults than in children, and it's very dangerous state. And the differences between the two forms of like the classic SARS-CoV and the new one is, as you can see, the new one is much more deadly. And why is it more infectious? There are different reasons, but one that is worth mentioning that it needs for in order for it to enter our cells, it needs to be cleaved where the spikes are, and it needs a furin enzymes, and we have this enzyme in abundance in our respiratory system, basically. And where did it come from? There are two ideas to explain its origin. First is that it came through natural selections in animals before it basically got to humans. And the second one is that it's been around enough in humans' body to be able to adapt and mutate to the form to that it is today, which is like the most deadly and dangerous form, basically. And thank you.